start by saying that your hair looks really beautiful, all of you. I don't know who your hairdresser is, it's amazing. But yeah, my job is to sort of tonight is to educate you and basically tell you a bit about where we get our inspiration, how we get inspired, maybe about what hair is doing at the moment. Some of you are always asking us, what's the new thing, what's the latest craze coming out in here, and it's our job to inform you about that, and just very briefly I'll give you an insight to that. So I've just got a little opening statement which is basically goes like this. With fashion we always go back to go forward. We haven't left the long, straight, smooth, sleek behind, but we are now seeing here with volume, movement, curls, quiffs and bold styles. Ladies with naturally curly hair, you can celebrate. We are seeing a return of the curling tongs, heated rollers, crimpers, and it's all about texture. Hair of the 80s is the influence of today. Colour's being much softer now. Cuts are less severe and are more rock and roll. So we're seeing a lot of crazy textures and width. And here it had a matte look in the 80s, whereas today's styles are more touchable, movable, free-formed, healthier and shinier. Our care and styling products are our biggest tool. We can't work and create without them, and our job is to educate you. So basically, what we're saying is that not everything is now the sleek and the straight. We're seeing a lot of movement, a lot of curl, a lot of texture. Can I just get a couple of my staff just to come next to me so I can show a few magazines? Just a few staff. I'll just get them to hold these pictures up. We get a lot of our inspiration from these magazines. It's an HJ, which stands for Hairdressing Journal. It's an international magazine that gets published and is sent to us. It comes from overseas. I believe it comes from the UK. And basically, that's where our inspiration comes from. Heading into competitions, we often look at these magazines and we think, which direction can we go to? And even with our clients, someone comes in with a new haircut and we're reminded, we might look in a magazine and we think, oh, this haircut, this style might suit this person. As you can see, with a lot of these front covers, you're seeing, and this is all this year, very current within the last few months, it's all movement, it's all curl, and obviously the one down the far end is about three-dimensional, like a three-dimensional look. And what I mean by three-dimensional is that it's not just very straight and just all down. We're seeing lifting of maybe quiffs up high, curves, movement, and just taking a haircut into something that you would not normally, like taking it away from its current shape. So basically, these are our inspiration. We sort of look through these, and colours. I feel that we're looking a lot of the softer tones these days. We're in winter, but we're heading out of winter and going into summer. We're seeing a lot of soft golds, a lot of the tone-on-tone reflex, very shiny colours. It's all about shine at the moment. The more shine you've got, the more life your hair's got. And we always love to colour our work because it just adds another dimension to you. So an encouragement for you all those that don't have colour in their hair. But yeah, we're very passionate about our competitions as well, and that's where we start with our creativeness. Is that we begin to let our minds go free, and you guys are all a part of that, because some of you come in and you want funky haircuts, and not all of you do, but it's great to do a wide spectrum because it teaches us and it makes us learn as a whole about hairdressing. Are there any questions maybe about what specific about what hair's doing? If you want to ask what fringes are doing, we're seeing a lot of soft fringes, strong fringes. The blunt ones that were always originally right at the eyebrow, now they're coming up right to almost near the hairline. Some of them I've seen overseas in Australia, which I went about 3 months ago, and they were creeping up really high, and they were all getting pulled, hair was getting pulled back off their face with a lot of texture and movement, with very short fringes. The bobs are all still in. Just a different variation of bob styles, very cropped bob haircuts now, not just the longer bob. Page boy looks are all still coming in. A lot of you are cringing, but and as I said, the 80s, the whole big, not quite the big boppy look, but you know, like tame, but just an influence in it, and some of it's coming through, and you can start to use your hair straighteners, your curling tongs, and is there something to ask your stylist next time about how can I create that movement or texture maybe that we're seeing currently.
Stevie going to do some curls?
Oh,
No. Okay.
Sorry guys.
We'll show you a bit of how that movement and how all of what I've said has come through shortly with the models that will come forward soon. And I'll pass you on to Abby.
Oh, Abby.